What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. You've seen my favorite Netflix shows, Netflix movies, top 10 movies of 2019, and now we are doing TV series in the calendar year of 2019. What does that mean? Basically, a season of television that dropped this year is in consideration if I watched it. And I'll have you know, there's a lot that I missed out on this year, and just to be honest with you guys, I don't normally watch cable as much as I do streaming, so you're going to see a lot of streaming, HBO, Amazon, Netflix things on this list. If there's a show that came on cable and it's fantastic, most likely I didn't get a chance to see it. So that's really what this list is about, is possibly some recommendations on some shows that sound intriguing to you all, and I need it to be both ways. I need you telling me, Austin, here is what you missed, here's what you need to check out too that I know I missed and I need to get to. Mr. Robot, the final season, I'm slowly catching up, and Fleabag. I've heard non-stop great things about Fleabag. I promise, guys. January's the month. And as always, your list will differ from my list. That's why these are my favorites, but hopefully we'll have some things that line up here and there. And I had to make this very clear in my Netflix video in the comments section. It had to come out in 2019. Daredevil didn't come out this year, guys. Also, for your convenience, there will be time codes down below. I have a lot of honorable mentions, and here they are. Unbelievable series on Netflix. Modern Love, Amazon Prime. Undone came very close to cracking this list on Amazon Prime. True Detective Season 3. Wow, what a really good season of television. Good Omens is a limited series I enjoyed. Stranger Things Season 3, of course. The Umbrella Academy I enjoyed. Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the third season. Doom Patrol, a superhero show that I liked. Too Old to Die Young. Slow but captivating. Wayne, a YouTube original, and I'm a big Cobra Kai fan, so I enjoyed Season 2. Those are just some honorable mentions for me. Let's get into the top 10, and coming in at number 10 is a show we talked about on my Netflix list. Yes, there will be some crossover, because I would be lying if I didn't put those on this list, so I'm not going to talk too long. This is Kingdom. I want to draw attention to this South Korean zombie television show on Netflix. It covers everything that you want in a period piece epic, except there are zombies, right? And the cinematography in this show is incredible. Only 6 episodes. It's very slow paced, but to a point to where you start to appreciate what's happening. And when you get to that ending and you realize that there is more to come, but you still get kind of the payoff that you wanted from this season, you're going to be so satisfied. I recommend Kingdom above most other things on Netflix, but not When They See Us. I said it on my Netflix video. I'll say it again. A captivating limited series, one that broke my heart, tore it to pieces. It's all about 5 teens from Harlem that become trapped in basically a nightmare when they're falsely accused of a brutal attack in Central Park. It's all about that process and how it goes down. A lot of people are saying it's not completely and utterly factually accurate, and I can't speak to that. All I could speak to is the quality of the show, the message, the impact, the direction, the production from Ava DuVernay. Everything she did for the show was fantastic. I thought the acting was absolutely brilliant. This and Unbelievable, 2 of the best limited series of the year. And here's a season of television I did not get to review on this channel, and this is Season 2 of Barry. Dropped in 2019. I am a massive fan of this show, and I did not know that I was a couple of months ago because I just caught up. But Bill Hader as Barry is one of my favorite actors playing a character on television, and Season 2, the turn that it takes about halfway through the season, there's a particular episode in here that is just fantastic, and then from then on out, it is completely riveting. Not that the entire season is bad, but I much prefer the second half, and Barry just did everything it needed to do in this season to captivate me. It's all about a hitman that moves to Los Angeles, gets caught up in the theater arts scene, and the interactions between he and the supporting cast. Yeah, some of the funniest, most intriguing, and most intense moments you'll see all year from television. Barry is just such a good show. If you guys love Bill Hader, if you love a show like this, you're going to really enjoy Barry. It may take a few episodes at the beginning of Season 1 to realize what you're in for with the show, but once you're in, you're in. I was in, captivated, and Season 2 really delivered for me. Another season of television that came out of nowhere and hit me like a ton of bricks. I reviewed it on this channel. HBO, once again, this is Euphoria. Euphoria is terrifying. And I had heard this going in because I was a couple of episodes late, and they were like, Austin, Euphoria is going to... you will never want to have kids after watching the show. And I got through 3 episodes, I'm like, yep, nope, don't want my kids growing up here. in the world. Because of what Zendaya's character in Rue goes through, the relationships that she continues to break off and make, and there's one friendship in particular that's fantastic, but really the entire cast is awesome, down to Storm Reed as her sister, her best friend, the entire storyline, every single branch, and the more you learn about the characters that you don't think are important in the first episode, and then in the second episode, they're important, same thing as we progress throughout the series. It explores all of these storylines, but it wraps everything up in such a way that was really, really interesting and intriguing. Now, when you get into the final episode, I'm not going to lie to you, the final episode did not get all the way there for me. For the most part, it worked, but I am interested to see where Euphoria Season 2 goes, and Season 1 was shot so beautifully. I'm talking some of the best cinematography of the entire year, color correction, shot selection, but I do think it's important, and Euphoria really, really worked for me, as well as a show that, started out a bit rocky, and I'm just like, it's a lot, man. I don't know if they're going to pay off. Lindelof is known as a guy who just doesn't take what he sets up and gives us something that is epic and intriguing like they did with Watchmen. I cannot believe I loved Watchmen as much as I did. I thought the last 4 episodes in particular, some of the best episodes of television I have seen all year. The composition of the shots, the way this show is edited together, I loved all of the characters, a lot of Easter eggs and references in there. If you're a fan of the graphic novels, you're going to get a lot from these characters, especially when we start knocking on the door of some things that are going to blow fans' minds in the final few episodes. I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry. But Watchmen, if you are hesitant, if you're saying, I don't know, it's going to hit me over the head with these themes, and at first, it does kind of feel like that, but we slowly get into Watchmen form, and for me, this show got better and better and better. It worked very well for me. Not everyone's going to agree. Part of the reason why I stopped doing episode reviews is just, I couldn't take it, man. People were telling me I was crazy and this and that. I enjoyed Watchmen. It is an HBO show that I would recommend to everyone, whether you've seen the movie or not. It's crazy. Stick with it, and I truly believe you'll get a big payoff. Speaking of payoff, The Mandalorian is a show, and I'm so happy this is in my top 10 shows of the year. And if it wasn't for some of the best television I've ever seen personally, it would be my number 1. As a fan, coming at it from the perspective of someone who loves Star Wars, and it's just the last couple of years, it's not been exciting to talk about Star Wars, honestly, but it feels like we're getting back to the point to where it's exciting to talk about Star Wars. Part of it is because Baby Yoda, and I know that's not his name, but Baby Yoda gets everybody excited, but I think the other part of it is the fact that The Mandalorian is genuinely a great show. If it would not have ended on the note that it ended on, I don't know if I would be as excited about it, but the last 3 episodes, well, the first 3, and then the last 3, were phenomenal, right? There are a couple episodes in there that I did not love, I wasn't riveted by, but overall, man, The Mandalorian, satisfying, lots of nods and Easter eggs for fans, captures that Star Wars feel that you want, and I love this show. I love this show. I cannot wait to see where it goes. Bring back Deborah Chow, Taika Waititi. The directing in those episodes were just phenomenal. Love The Mandalorian. Check it out on Disney+. The last one, I promise. I talked about this on my Netflix list. We're going to bring it up one more time. That is Minehunters Season 2. This is one of my favorite shows of all time. I have now confirmed that. I thought Season 2 was absolutely brilliant. I still slightly prefer Season 1, but that was my favorite season of television that year. If you're a Mindhunter fan, you know what this is. David Fincher, this team, this duo, well, really a trio that goes in. They interview these psychotic killers, these serial killers, discovering what that means, the psyche behind what makes them who they are. This season, we get so many horrifying situations, but we also get someone like Charles Manson coming in, and that interview, that scene is one of my favorite scenes of the entire year, television or movies. I loved Mindhunter Season 2. You guys know how I feel. I talked about it on this channel. Just slightly below a show that I didn't think I would love to the degree that I ended up loving. This is on Amazon Prime. This is called The Boys. The Boys is my favorite superhero show of 2019. I love everything about this show. So in this show, you have Carl Urban, you have Jack Quaid. They're leading a group of vigilantes that are set to take down a group of corrupt superheroes, approaching being a superhero more realistic than I think any Marvel, DC movie has approached it in a long, long time. Now, you can say Joker, that's more of a supervillain movie than a superhero movie. I guess it still counts, but The Boys This is a pure man-in-tights superhero, I'm going to save the day television series until you dive deep into these characters and how corrupt they really are. And then from that perspective, you understand why these guys are out to expose them, are out to tell the world that, hey, they're not as nice as they look or feel. I loved everything about this show. It looks great. It feels incredible. It's hilarious. It's action-packed. The CGI, the effects, phenomenal. Everything about the boys captivated me. One of my favorite superhero things of the year. It's so good, guys. Oh my goodness. Watch this show right now. I know this is number 2 on my list, but it is the best show. Like, quality-wise, it is number 1 of the year. This is a limited series. This is Chernobyl on HBO. I was riveted with Chernobyl. Absolutely astonished with how incredibly meticulously put together this show was, and I still believe that this show, it felt like I was watching a documentary with just the best filmmaking I've ever seen on television. Why is this number 2? I can tell you why it's number 2 here in just a second, but Chernobyl is amazing. It's amazing. The fact that they can, and I don't know what the facts actually are. I've seen some people say it's slightly factually inaccurate. I can only judge what I saw, and what I saw was a riveting, something that didn't feel offensive piece of filmmaking with some of the best performances I've seen all year. Jesse Buckley, Jared Harris, Stellan Skarsgård, nice to see you, pal, back at the top of your game. The acting here is incredible, guys. Chernobyl, I have chills just talking about how good this show is, man. And it's 5 of the best episodes of television you will ever watch. I felt like I was watching this show for 3 days straight. Not because of, it just feels long. No, because the intensity, the terror, the horror that Chernobyl conveyed, and I was with these characters. I felt for them. I was just on board with everything. Jared Harris gives one of the best performances of the year, and Jessie Buckley, this and Wild Rose, continues what she's been doing. Chernobyl, HBO, this is for everyone. Everyone, watch this show. But nothing hit me as hard as this show did. Nothing shocked me with how much I absolutely loved it. This is one that I also didn't get to review on this channel. Probably not a lot of people see this coming because they don't even know that I like the show because I just finished it like a month and a half ago, and I just started watching it, which means I watched season 1 and 2 this year, but season 2 came out in 2019, and that is why season 2 of Succession is my favorite season of television. Anything, limited series, streaming shows, I would put it up there above a lot of the movies that I watch. Succession is so captivating, interesting. If you love big business, if you love the showcase of a dysfunctional and successful rich American family who are constantly going at each other, combating, backstabbing, and just a riveting piece of filmmaking, man. This story and where it went in season 2, I thought I loved season 1. And season 1 was great. We're establishing these characters and Logan and Kendall and all of these guys, but where we end up at the end of season 2, the final episode of season 2, is one of the best things I've seen all year. Like, one of the best things. TV, movies, went on a couple vacations. I saw some cool stuff. And then I saw Succession. What am I doing? Succession is incredible. Movies like The Big Short. If you like, feeling what it feels like to be in the world of big business and just the intensity between this family, the dynamics between this family, the relationship between these brothers and sisters who are constantly going at each other. Brian Cox, Kieran Culkin, everyone is amazing in this show, but what happens in this story is one of the coolest things I have seen all year, man. And Succession is just a show for me. The way it's laid out, everything down to the theme song. That theme song plays, and I sit back, I put my sunglasses on, I'm like, Dad, I just feel cool watching this, man. This show is way too cool for me. The film style, so awesome. My favorite season of television in 2019. Wow, what a great year for television, for movies. 2019 has been awesome. I said I wouldn't ramble, and I did. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are truly the best. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I need your comments down below and your thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with so much more coming soon. My most anticipated movies of 2020. You guys are the best. I'll see you soon.